They booms the yard. I found some light change, man. But I remember exactly it was 5,300, blood.
So the Digga D situation is taking another twist. It was all positive recently. If you guys remember, I said he's going to be coming home soon. Total Crime was saying this not long now. It was looking like October. He is coming home, maybe November. You never know what's been added on. But BBC News covered it again today. Basically saying that rapper Digga D will face a court hearing to decide how much money he really made from cannabis. It seems like they think he's doing this on a large scale, even though he's been making some really big moves and obviously making some serious money in music. But let me just refresh you guys on what even happened with Digga D. When we interviewed Total Crime, the man has been attending a lot of these cases and knows all the facts and the details. He explained it to us, and then we'll get into the recent update.
They would have had to be getting through a lot of cannabis. I mean, he was also sort of talking about his own drug use. Basically the prosecution sort of proved that he was doing it on a sort of commercial scale. He was making sort of proper money out of it rather than just sort of giving it away as a sort of gift to friends.
Yeah, I believe his house was raided. That's when we first see that. What takes so long with a case like that to finally get an outcome? Because Digga D, it felt like we was waiting for ages on the sentence. There was a lot of remand time in this one.
Yeah, I mean, one of the strange things is that he, at the time of his arrest, I think it was, wasn't it? He was arrested live on Instagram. I think he was live streaming at the time.
Yeah, he was live on Instagram. He literally started filming when the police got to his house. You could hear them kicking his door off. So on this 26th of September 2025 update, they're saying the drill star's real name is Digga D, was jailed for 3 years and 11 months in January for importing cannabis and selling 99 pounds or 45 kg of it on a commercial scale. They say that he was arrested in his property in Lincoln in the early hours of 21st of February last year. It's actually crazy, a year and a half already we have not seen Digga D, and he's one of the biggest rappers in the UK. Following his convictions, a Proceeds of Crime Act, obviously he's been waving around large amounts of cash. They're now saying this might not be the music money he was making. Was you selling cannabis on a larger scale? They want to investigate and get to the bottom of that. It says Lincoln Crown Court previously heard that his earnings were in excess of 3 million from his music career and due to play at a number of large festivals over summer 2024 that obviously had to be cancelled because he's been sitting behind bars. And this actually may be a W for Digga D overall because of the situation of them taking money off him previously and seizing other items that he spoke out about on Instagram. So if he proves that he's had legitimate income, he could get some of the stuff back before this case was even coming around.
Because the boxes, receipts, they still took it, blood. You get me? When I got nicked, yeah, when I got arrested in 2019, yeah, for the 3 shootings and the violent disorder and the GBH and the robbery and that, they booms the yard. I found some light change, man. But I remember exactly it was 5,300, blood. On my case papers, they said they took 2 grand.
Digga D's had them classic type pictures and videos where he's waving around the big stacks of cash, and the police and social media nowadays go hand in hand. Many people do not think it, but the police are monitoring social media. Same now with HMRC and taxes. The two go hand in hand, and that's why stuff like this is getting brought up in these cases now.
You get me? Man was not having it. They ended up running back 5 grand. So where's the rest? Where's the free bills? Even though, you get me, where's the free bills, blood? You get me? In 2017, when I got nicked for a stabbing, they fucking, when I went jail for it, what? I don't even remember how much they took of me, bro. I know they took off like a few bills, probably like 3 bills. I ain't seen that bread back, fam. You're wondering, when man bought, remember when I come out of jail on bail, yeah? And I bought the Cuban chain, and I bought a Cuban bracelet, blood. Someone got arrested with it. They know it's mine, but they ain't running it back, fam. They ain't running it back, fam.
Strangely enough, it said that in a hearing at the same court on Friday, it was told that legal aid had been granted to Digga D in July for the current proceeding. So Digga D may not even be paying for lawyers despite having all this money. It's bizarre. It says Ryan Thompson for Digga D asked the Proceeds of Crime Act to be adjourned so the ownership of the jury in the case could be established. But Digga D did admit that some of the jewelries wore in music videos is not his. He's saying everything you see online may not be mine, it's owned by other companies too. So they've got some of these items now. This may not affect his release, that this could affect him getting back certain things that the police have taken off him, e.g. jewelry. Now this has been delayed until the 9th of January. Digga D could possibly come home and be facing these. They want details now of Digga D's financial transactions, and obviously they may be able to determine if he was paying for cash in these items or the money from his music, from his bank account. The only good news in this situation, from what I'm seeing, it doesn't really affect Digga D getting out. They just want to establish where that money has been coming from. They've already sentenced him for this. It's not going back to get more time, but they're doing investigation mainly on a financial scale here. That day that he went live on Instagram, I literally see it a couple of hours after. I thought he'll get arrested, he'll get bailed, and we'll see him back. Like, if you know Digga D over the last couple of years, he constantly was getting harassed by the police. I didn't expect him to go jail for this long, but this is a financial aspect situation, and he spoke about money before on his Insta. He has plenty of it. I'm sure he's more looking forward to his freedom more than anything.
And depression. I'm gonna lie, man. I might have been more happy before I had peace. I don't know, actually, man. I don't really think about it, bro. I don't even really think about it, bro. Obviously, with money comes more responsibilities, innit? Me, I give my mum money, I give the man them money, I give my niggas in jail money, I give everyone, you know what I'm saying? Shit I don't even really like. Man, don't really like. I probably said it.
They're now trying to push this whole digital ID thing on us as well. And over the next couple of years, they're going to get massive on ownership. If you cannot prove where you got things from, you may have it seized and just taken off you. It's gone that far.
This government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that.
Digga D has made more than enough money off music to buy all of the items that he's been seen with in his videos legitimately. They said 3 million, maybe even more than that. I don't know what else he got in cash for shows or anything on the side across the years. He ain't done that many brand deals that I've seen really, but he's appeared even in Netflix series, which I'm sure will be brought up in court, all this legitimate income he had. In terms of what's next for Digga, he'll be home most likely at the same time, some point in October, and we'll see if he can stay out of trouble. The amount of summers this guy spent behind bars is crazy. Someone has fulfilled so much of his potential very young in his life, but has only been out half literally of his adult life. So we'll see if he stays out of trouble and stays consistent in music. This guy could be, and already is, one of the biggest, but let's just see what happens. Lastly, guys, let me know in the comments. I'm interested your thoughts on that digital ID situation, and there'll possibly be some sort of scheme for ownership in the future as well to prove that things are actually yours.